I should probably get out of the way instead of just sitting here recording. Oh shit! How are you now? Out here with Patty. Hey guys.
Howdy.
And of course Travis. I'm Kevin. We're H&H Prospecting. Our good buddy Patty is a German Goes West. And today we're all going across the river to try to find some of that shiny. And I bet you're thinking like, Kevin, it's November and it's 40 degrees and it's probably gonna rain. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But you don't have to deal with Travis. So instead of pitter paddle, let's get at her. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Goes Travis and Patty launching. They've got all the gear. I just get to go crossing my little Percy. See you soon, gentlemen. And they're just gonna go right across. Right over there is where we're gonna park. And then we're gonna walk down a little bit of ways to the end of that white water.
So me and Patty made it across with all the gear. And here comes Kevin. Soloing it in his kayak.
All right, we successfully made it across the river. Just got a boom. See the guys are getting the canoe up in the bushes just for safekeeping. We'll walk a little bit down the way here and hopefully find some gold. Pitter patter, pitter paddle. Well, here we are at this gravel bar. Heck of a trail side skirting that mountain coming in. Boys have already found some good spots to sample. There's just huge cobbles and heavies and irons and quartz. You can almost see the pay streak running through here. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh guys, just as a reminder, you're gonna definitely want to make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video so you can find out how to win that faceted gemstone that we're giving away. We'll actually give the details on how you can enter to win that at the end of this video. But let's find some shiny first. So you can see here as we're going through this, oh geez, brain fart, it's been a minute. Gravel bar, that's the words I was looking for, gravel bar. All these heavy deposit, as we're walking through, look, there's exposed bedrock, boom. And that's what Travis is actually digging in right there. Found a nice crack in the exposed bedrock. Get that patered out of there. Go pan that down and see. I could swear, we'll see. It's been a minute. What an amazing spot to be able to sit and pan, right? Absolutely gorgeous. I'll show you that over there. Oh yeah. Nothing in that first crack, buddy?
Probably 200 micros.
Oh, micros.
Yeah, like smaller than fly poop.
Smaller than fly poop, but you're still seeing color though.
Probably 200 of them.
200 of them.
They're everywhere.
We do got some good phone cameras these days, but oh yeah.
If You can see all the little pieces here showing up. They're just getting washed down. They're super small.
See, it is actually, you can see it shine against the back of that blue pan, kind of nice. But yeah,
You
wow.
see them all?
Yeah.
Super micros.
Well, that just means we're either at the start of the deposit or at the end of the deposit.
I think that happened actually before the deposit started.
Before the deposit started. Is that Patty or is that someone else walking up on us? Okay, that's Patty. That's cool. It's all good. It's all good. Thought someone was finding our new gold spot.
Put these back to grow.
Yeah, put those ones back into the river, let them grow bigger, and we'll go downriver because the cobble keeps getting bigger. So hopefully the gold gets bigger too. Little sketch, guys. Bullshit. Well, the water is quite a bit higher than what we expected it to be. So it looks like we're going to be mostly just panning today. Don't really see anywhere safe and efficient to put in the sluice box. So we'll just be doing some panning. I did already find this way awesome huge piece of petrified wood. Pretty stoked on that find so far. So already win on the day. We'll do some panning. Hopefully with all this big cobble, who knows, maybe we'll actually find some big pickers. I don't even think I brought a dang snoofer bottle with me.
Well, we made it out to where we're going to dig. As you can see, it is a huge area of large cobbles. Not really giving any indication of where to dig. So what I did is found this big rock sticking up, and you can see how the material has dropped out behind it. I've moved the big rocks off the top, but it's acting exactly like a riffle in your sluice box would. So I'm gonna strip away this top layer of overburden and dig right behind that. See what we come up with.
See how large and wide this gravel bar is. We're on the inside of a bin. The river there actually curves around to the right. We're on the inside of it. And you can see kind of where, you know, there's Travis about in the middle of it. There's old Patty down at the bottom of it. And I'm kind of up here at the top of it. But there's still really, it's a really large boulder clear up here this far away from the river. I don't believe that this boulder would have came from there because of all the trees. So I'm actually gonna check up here because there's heavies all the way up and lights and blondes and black sands all the way up here. So we're all kind of checking through. Travis has done a pan where he's at and found some micros right on the surface. Patty's done a pan. He is actually in between Travis and I. There he is. You can see the shovel right there. He's walking up. And he found a couple actual bigger pieces right on the surface. So, you know, I'm doing the smart prospector thing and watching where they're finding gold and making predictions on where the bigger gold's gonna be. So I'm gonna sit on this rock, eat me some lunch, and then see if there's any gold underneath it. Pitter patter.
All right, let's head down to the river real quick and see what we got. Now that is a decent pan.
Oh, and before we hear anyone whining and questioning, saying you can't do this, that, there, and this, that, there, and so on and so forth, know where you're at. We know where we're at. We're not in the wild and scenic section of the river. We are in a recreational section of the river, which means we are absolutely allowed to do recreational mining, which actually means you can do anything except for mechanical mining. So if we really, really wanted to, we could actually go down there and set us up to a 4-inch gravity dredge. Again, I'm not a lawyer. Travis isn't a lawyer. We questioned Patty on his motives, but I don't think he's a lawyer either. So look into it for yourself. Don't believe what I say. Do believe what I say. That's on you. Travis is down there panning. You can see the top of his head. His hole is somewhere like right there. I put a bunch of big rocks back in it, and I took his Pulaski and his shovel and moved him over there. Just cause, oh shit, here it comes. Travis just come walking up from the river with a big old smile on his face. Oh! Surface gold even. Wow. Have you had to pull many big rocks out of your hole, or? Yeah, lots of big rocks?
Lots of big rocks.
Any big rocks in your hole there, Travis? Did he pull any big rocks out of there?
So I get back to my hole from spinning my pan, and Kevin has filled it up with rocks. Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah, Turns out one of the rocks I put in this hole was a big old piece of petrified wood. See how long it takes him to fight a shovel in his Pulaski, though. Alright. It's all fun and games until someone gets butt hurt. No one got butt hurt. Let's dig underneath this rock and see what we can find. You guys, where I'm digging? The river is running that way. So here we are on this bank deposit. Whoa! Losing the phone again. I knew better than that. We'll just take it out of the case. There we go. This big rock hits. Current pushing up against that rock, swelling, and hopefully dumping and depositing below it and behind it. Work both sides, see what we come up with. So if I'm not right on bedrock, I personally like to pull at least the first 6 to 8 inches, if not more, of dirt off and rocks and cobbles before I actually collect a pan, you know, get underneath that surface a little bit. I did find a really awesome big piece of Oregon jade right underneath here. Get that cleaned up. That's gonna be sweet. That's probably the biggest, nicest piece of Oregon jade I've ever found. I did move another rock out of the way, and I just thought it was really cool. I wanted to show you guys how you can actually see the difference and change in the pay layer here. How I've got all these blondes and these blonde sands and lights on top, and these bigger rocks. After I removed one of these bigger rocks, you can actually see that layer. I'm all zoomed in here. There we go. See how we got into some heavies now? And it's starting to go from blondes and lights to bigger rocks, heaviers and blacks, and some reds and some irons. That's the stuff I want to start digging under. That's the pay layer, hopefully. So we'll get underneath that, get a pan, and see what we come up with. Just got this big rock pulled, and you see the reds, how the clay's gone red and orange. That's signs of iron and heavy deposits. Good stuff. I'm excited for this. Alright, I've only got my pan maybe about a little over halfway full. This is unclassified material, so I don't want to take a super heavy pound down to the river where the water's moving fast and have it risk just wash out my whole pan. But we'll take that down, and if it comes up good, if I see any color, we'll try popping that big rock out and see if anything's underneath there. So yeah, let's take this down to the river real quick and see what she has. Alright, I got my first pan down here. We'll spin her, see what she has. Travis is already down here, probably on his 12th, 15th pan of the day, I'm sure. So I better at least get one done. Pitter patter. So I panned this down super quick because I was not ready for how cold that water was gonna be. But there is definitely a bunch of color right on the surface. Sorry guys, this is terrible. Let me clean that a little bit. Focus a little bit better. There, now we can see those little pokers, those little flakes. So yeah, I think we'll actually get the classifier. We'll go deeper. We forgot to bring a snuffer bottle with us, both Travis and I. So we'll just be collecting all these cons, and then we'll pan them down and see how much we really got later. Well, since I did find gold right on top, and I do have my awesome gold slinger bucket, figured I might as well use it. If you guys haven't seen these before, they're a cool little system. Not too shabby. You got 2 buckets. One has your handles, and your 1/4 inch classifiers, and your other one catches your classified material. It's even got a nifty little carrying handle on them. I think they run about 50 bucks. Trying to build one is a pain in the butt, and the time it takes and the materials and so on and so forth. Just go to goldslinger.com and get you one. They're pretty awesome. Totally worth it. If not, I mean, you're already carrying a bucket to carry all your stuff, all your tools anyways. So why not carry a bucket that actually works for you as well? Makes sense to me. And no, I am not affiliated with Goldslinger. They don't pay us or anything. If you guys buy one, I generally like this bucket, and I generally think you'll like one too. For bucket work before, I've already put 2 pans worth of material in here. You guys can see how dirty and how mucky this is. I'll show you how quick and easy this is. Patty was the one that actually had one of these first. He introduced them to us, and then we had to get a couple for ourselves. So, there goes my unclassified material. Start the timer, here we go. This is not in fast motion either, guys. This is regular speed. And there it is. 2 pans, classified material. Rocks are clean. That's that. Should get one. Do I want to sit and pan this all day? No. Have we came out and done an excellent prospecting and proved that there is good gold here and that this would be a great place to do some sluicing? There we go. From 1 pan on the surface, I would say that's definitely worth sluicing over here. Good day proven prospecting on this bench. Can't wait to come back and actually do some digging.
So I got 8 pans in. You can see got a decent little hole there. Didn't get down very deep. I'm no more than 8 or 10 inches down. Every pan but the first one was showing really good color. But I forgot my snuffer bottle in the truck and did not want to paddle back across for it. So I will have to clean it up when I get home. So for the next hour or so, I'm going to pick through this gravel bar and just explore. I found a nice little agate here. Some good green color in there. Up on the high bank above where we're digging, old picnic table sitting up here. Busted. Trails are overgrown. Nobody's been up here in a while. Looks like there might be some old diggings here. And definitely something. Some kind of diggings. Used to have barbed wire strung up around it. Can you guys see that one right there, center screen? I have no idea what that is. Very cool piece. Take that home and look it up.
You gotta love living in Oregon. Here we are, middle of nowhere. We took our rafts and canoes across, not raft, kayak and canoe, across the river. You can see the boys down there. I decided to walk up in the trees to relieve myself. And there's actually a picnic table and a clearing up here in the middle of nowhere. I love Oregon. How gorgeous. We're gonna kind of start wrapping things up here. I want to get across the river before that sun gets behind the hill. Safety first. And we got, about 3/4 of a mile to walk back up to where we parked the yak. Yeah, so great, awesome day out here prospecting and doing what we set out to prove. I mean, I'm at the top and Patty was in the middle and Travis was at the bottom, and we all found gold. We all found micro stuff at the bottom, and the deeper we got, it all got bigger and bigger. I don't believe that this bank has ever been worked, so we're gonna definitely come back here throughout the winter probably and do more prospecting and kind of try to figure out exactly where there might be larger deposits, because the gold is all the way from the top to the bottom, so there's no really necessarily a pace streak like you would normally follow. Once we can actually get a deposit located, or where we start finding more heavier concentrates of bigger gold, we'll come back when the weather's warm, set up in these trees, and probably stay here for a couple nights and do some sluicing. I think this holds some potential. Could definitely come down here and pull a gram or more a day, not a problem. All right, we walked our 3/4 of a mile back down the river to where we got our boats. The boys get in the canoe, head across, and I will pick up the rear and be right behind. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this is, y'all. Sorry to upset you goosies. Gosh, I love Oregon. Are we ready, boys? All right, and there goes Travis and Patty, getting ready to head back across the river. Guys, don't forget, we are giving away that faceted opal. Make sure you watch to the end of the video so you can see such beautiful opals and figure out how you could possibly win it. I mean, I was hitting that stuff smooth, man, like clean. Like I've done this once or twice. Back at the homestead, classifying down these cons even further to make for some easier panning. See what we came up with for just, what did you say you ended up spinning, Travis? About 8 pans, and I spun 3 pans. So a total of 11 pans, all just off the surface, just to kind of check this new area. Prospecting. Just spinning back to plus 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 6 plus 20 pieces, if not more. Now, we don't see much plus 20 when we go to our other little secret spot, do we? We see lots and lots and lots of smalls, but we don't ever see... I mean, we could spend a whole day sluicing there and see maybe 6 to 10 plus 20s after we classify down. So that's pretty exciting for this new spot. Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Am I BSing? Am I right? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So as Travis is panning down the minus 20, he had made an observation that there is less black sand here than normal, say where we go at secret spot, which is a good sign because big gold sits away from the black sand, small gold sits in the black sand. But we'll see when we get down to it. Just little tips and tricks, things to look out for. Half the time I just repeat what Travis says, so there you go. So just quick panning down, you can see there's a lot up there at the top of the pan. There you go, focus, there it is. A lot up there at the top of the pan, and a lot sitting there in that black sand. So again, we were just quick testing just to see if this place would be worth going back to. It definitely will. I think to finish actually cleaning this to get an exact weight, we need to run it through our little cleanup sluice, just because black sands are a pain, but that's part of collecting small gold in Southern Oregon. But I'll make my millions off of fly poop. Someone has to. Here's some of those awesome rocks that we found. Also on that bar, unnamed bar. Are we calling it something yet? I don't know if we're calling it something yet. We're gonna call it another bar. There's that big old piece of petrified wood that I threw back in Travis's hole. Look at that big old knot. Some coal keyhole rocks, piece of petrified wood I found, some carnelian, some jade and some jasper and some other weird cool stuff that we don't even know. Oh, and there's that fire opal we're giving away. We'll talk about that in just a second. So that was a really fun adventure. Turned out a lot better than we thought it would. Found more gold than we thought would be there. Well, it turned out better than we thought we would. There's more gold and bigger gold than secret spot, and we got to take a little trip across the river. So that makes it even more fun because, you know, the adventure is half of it, if not more of it, than actually finding the gold. I think the other half of it is hanging out with your buddies. So thanks again, Patty, for coming out with us. We're definitely going to go back. Definitely get Patty to go back with us again. Hopefully get Connor with Misery Mountain Mining, and then we'll try to talk with Jamie, Terrapin Rocks, to go across. The guy loves gold, but he doesn't love water. So I'm not sure if we'll get him to go with us on that. But hey, speaking of him and bringing that back up, we are giving away that Fire Opal. All the details about the Fire Opal itself will be right after I am done talking. If you want to win that Fire Opal, which I know you do, it's going to be 3 easy steps. You're going to leave a comment, basically where you're from, where you're watching us. We just want to like to know where you guys are at and where our fans are, and possibly where there might be some other cool minerals for us to go look for too in the future. Guess number between 1 and 1,000. First come, first serve on the guesses. Closest wins. The St. Price is right. If you go over the number, closest wins. And the third part, leave me a tag, you know, hashtag, so it gets out there in the world. Getting shiny. I'm not asking much, but that's what I need. If you don't do all things, well, there's 4 things. I need you to be a subscriber too. Yes, YouTube tells us. So all 4 things, if you don't match all 4 things, you do not win. I boot you out and give it to someone who followed the rules and listened, because I really, really appreciate that too. Thanks again for coming along on the adventure. Good luck, everyone. And as always, get that shiny.